Freylenberg's LCL sprain. Freylenberg's LCL sprain.
All right. We did it. What's up, everybody? Got to use Zoom right now, Mike. Got to use Zoom. Yes, I am excited. I am so excited. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. What up, Sean? Here we go. I am going solo. YouTube TV is going solo with E. Astro with Eric is going solo. Hopefully we get everybody in here. I'm going to give it just a couple more seconds, and then we are going live. Norm. What's up, everybody? Is this working? Yes, Mark, it is working. I see you. This is awesome. We got you. Let's Mike Wise in the house. We're all in here. Give me just a sec. Sorry. It's crazy. Eric's first one. Let me, I am so excited. I'm just kind of geeked up right now. So let me, let's hop through here real quick. What's up, everybody? Gonna share real quick. Hopefully everybody can see this. So first off, I want to, we're going to go through sponsors here real quick. Sorry, this is an impromptu type thing, but I want to make sure we give love to all of our sponsors, those that help us out, giving us cool gifts that we can share with our community. So big shout outs to, first off, our main sequence sponsor, Woodland Hills Camera and Telescopes at telescopes.net. Really appreciate you guys. We got our Red Giant sponsors, Prima Luce Lab, Optilong Filters, and Camera Concepts. Really appreciate that support that you guys are giving us as well. Our Super Giant sponsors, Masters of Pix Insight and IP4AP.com. And of course, us, your boys at AstroWorld Telescopes. Really appreciate that. The love that we all give you guys and all the support you guys are giving us. Really appreciate that. Of course, can't do it all. We can't do none of this without you guys, our member sponsors and our, and our membership, everybody who helps us out, makes us who we are. So there's too many people to rail off, but you know who you are. and your categories, our off the rail sponsors, our quasar sponsors, black hole sponsors, our red giant, main sequence, white dwarf, and protostar sponsors. So if you are interested in becoming a member, don't forget, check out our Patreon, join us on Patreon at whatever level you choose. We would really appreciate that. And don't forget to join us in cyberspace, with right here on YouTube. We got Facebook, Discord. We got our Discord server going on, so hop on in there. We got Twitch, X now, I guess you want to call it, instead of Twitter, and Instagram. So really appreciate them. Really appreciate that support. So I'm gonna stop sharing that real quick. You could contact almost anybody there. I would say Farah. I know Farah owns Woodland Hills, so maybe start out with her. That would be a good person to meet up with or speak with her, or anybody there at Woodland Hills be able to help out. There if you help you out there, Tarek. So, yep. I'm straight up got the. I cannot believe I'm doing a live stream. The cherry is officially popped. I'm no longer a solo live stream virgin. It's happening right now live. So we're going to go out here and we're going to have some fun. So, hey, Dave. Hey, Norm. Really appreciate it. So what's going on right now? Of course, today is Wednesday and Dan is hanging out with Sean and everybody up there in Canada, Ron and the guys over there at Masters Pix Insight. He's on his way up to, I believe, Starfest up there and just outside of Toronto and Ontario. So looking forward to hearing, what he has to say and stuff like that, or what, he comes back with. So I really appreciate, that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to check out the video I dropped just yesterday, as a matter of fact. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it right now because it's all blurred out, but we got the Asato hooked up to my Edge 8 HD. So very excited. I have not had a chance to check it out yet, which is crazy because right now I am waiting and it's on its way. Tom sent me a message over Facebook Messenger from Prima Luce Lab USA that my camera adapter is on the way. So I'm really looking forward to checking that out and getting things hooked up. I've got the AVX, been messing around with that, and it's been, an AVX is an AVX. But I got some great news. I got word today and reached from my insurance company, and we have settled everything. So very soon, I will be having a new mount. I cannot wait. I will be checking out the mounts that I've kind of narrowed it down to primarily 3 mounts. And these are the ones I'm actually looking at. You guys know I've always had my eye on the Pegasus Nix 101. That has been one that I've had my eye on now, for quite a while. They are fantastic mounts. They've got the new one out with the power box saddle that is coming, I believe, within the next month or so. So that is one, if you are interested in getting a harmonic drive mount and you like that power edition right there, that's one you might want to consider. But actually, Mark, I think I'm going to stick with what I know and what I feel comfortable with, and that is Ioptron. I narrowed it down to Dan infected me. No, not really. But I am going to probably most likely stick with Ioptron. I have looked at 2 different models, and I was actually talking to Dan about this earlier today. I am trying to decide on between the harmonic HAE 43 or the newest one. And I just love this, the 69. So the HAE 69. So, and I might actually go with the HAE 69. I like the extra weight, the extra payload capacity. You can go up to 69 pounds of payload capacity without a counterweight. And I believe it is 79 pounds or almost 80 pounds with a counterweight. And that's what I'm probably leaning towards is the HAE 69. It is still in that pre-order phase. They haven't released it yet. Hopefully we'll figure out what's going on as far as getting an update of when we're expecting it to actually be hitting the streets and getting out onto the market. So it's going to be pretty amazing that I can continue to use without any issue or out buying extra adapters. I can use my Ioptron tri-pier if I'm traveling, or back here at home, I can use the permanent pier with no problems, mount it in here, and boom. Yep, and there's Dan in spirit. He's hanging out here. Yeah, it can handle quite a bit of weight, and it's only 20 pounds as far as the mount itself, only 20 pounds as far as it goes. So, and I'm thinking about going the EC version. I'm thinking about going for encoders. So now that I have this opportunity to go after, and go and get a new mount, to go big or go home, right? So for the most part, I want to stay with the harmonic drive. I want the weight capacity because you just never know in the future. And this is also kind of future proofing me. So this should be fun. And I am not necessarily moving away from the ASI Air, Jay. It's because you can still be able to use, because I'm using it now with the AVX, and I have used it with the Sim 60. The ASI Air still works. So it should work just fine with the HAE series. I believe they had it listed. I believe the 26 is listed under Ioptron under the ASI Air list. If you go under the mounts for the ASI Airs, I believe it's there. So I have, I'm really excited. It's at a fair price point, I think, for something with encoders. So we'll see. We'll just see what happens, and really looking forward to checking that out. With the Asado, if you've checked out the video, I think it's going to be a rock solid addition. And with that being, switching the focusers from, the EAF to the Asado, I'm going Nina. I have to go Nina with the Schmidt Cassegrain at the very least. I've got to go that route with that, and got to get my Nina legs really up under me and really get acclimated to using Nina when it comes to the Schmidt Cassegrain. And that should be a lot of, exciting. I can finally be able to lock the mirrors. And I think, as I mentioned in the video, it will help me with my collimation. It'll at least minimize the amount of collimation I have to do all the time, because I don't have to worry about that mirror flop. So it's something that it's going to be pretty, interesting to figure out. Now, that's a good point, Mark, as far as with the encoder mount. That's a very good point. And if it happens that I have to go Nina full time, I just have to go Nina full time. I mean, I will, still have the AVX, for traveling if necessary, but if not, then it is what it is. We'll figure it out. But you never know. I mean, if I go into the ASI Air app here really quick, I'm kind of curious to see if they even have any with encoders. And let me take a look here really quick to see if they even have stuff with encoders. Who knows? But we'll figure it out. Hold on. Yep, I am. Dan's asking me to send him the Zoom link. So I am actually, see if I can grab that here because I actually just hit live and just went for it. So let me take a quick look here, guys. Bear with me just a sec, and I'll be able to get this up here. Chat, stop one. Nope, I don't want to do that. And yep, okay, cool. So let me get this over to Dan so he can hop in and shoot this over to him. And where's Dan? There we go. All right, I just sent that over to you, Dan. So if you want to go ahead and hop on in, by all means, you can hop on in there. Okay, Mark says, rethink how you're guiding with a mount with encoders. Your 1 second guiding won't cut it. You'll have to hit 5 or 6 second guiding. See, this is why I have you guys. This is why you guys are awesome. You guys know a lot about this stuff, a lot about the new mounts and about mounts that are dealing with encoders or other technology that I personally have not had a chance to deal with yet. So this is going to be really cool, you know, to share knowledge. This is what we do here on AstroWorld TV. This is what we do within our chats, is to share this knowledge, educate one another, and help each other out. So it's pretty cool. So let me go here into Zoom. And don't know, Dan, if you have tried to hop on just yet, or if you're going to attempt to. So I just did send you that link. So maybe you will, and we will see. All right. And don't forget, right now, as far as you know, what I do with AstroWorld TV, helping Dan out and stuff like that, the image of the week website, the images are up. Sorry, real life got in the way this afternoon, or this morning, actually, didn't get a chance. To be honest with you, I'm on vacation. I'm on a staycation, and I was vegging out yesterday, playing video games, and did not get a chance to post it all up. But everything is up now. The images are up. So go to astroworldweb.com, go to the image contest, and do not forget to vote. We've got quite a few more participants this week than we have had in the past couple weeks. We've got, I believe, 5 participants, 5 entries. So, and they're all great looking. I'm excited to see if we can get everybody involved, get more and more people involved. Let your friends know about astroworldweb.com. Get your family and friends, have them go to the website. Each of them drop in, choose your photo or whatever photo they think is best, the coolest, have them vote. So definitely have them go for it. Let's see if we can boost up the number of votes we get for this week. And that would be truly, truly appreciated, you know, so can't wait. There's some great, great photos out there this week. So it's going to be awesome. Now, other things that are going on right now, hopefully Dan will hop on, because I think he was hanging out. He actually was hanging out with Sean, and which is going to be a blast. There you go, Dave. Merc. So hopefully we can, you know, he'll hop on and he can let us know how things have gone or going so far, because I believe he left this morning. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he actually left this morning from Long Island, heading up to Toronto, into the Toronto area, and he was hanging out with Visible Dark and the crew up there. So hopefully he'll be able to hop on and share what's going on with him right now. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. I'm not much of a drinker, but you know what? I'm high off life and it's all good. So sometimes I don't need, to drink, but every once in a while, if I need it, I'll hit it. And I'll have some fun too, no matter what. So I'd loved, right now, until we get this whole mount situation squared away, because I'll tell you, I'm working on, or I was working on, the going back to Cepheus and working on the Dark Shark Nebula. And this time, unlike my previous attempts at and images of the Dark Shark, this one I'm using the 2600 mono. I'm going all monochrome versus the last ones I did. Like if you catch a video that I did with with Eroc, maybe it was about a year ago, 2 years ago, I was using the Rasa and a one-shot color camera. This time I was with the AVX and I was using the FLT 91 with the 0.8 reducer. So I was down to f4.6 and around 420 millimeters of focal length, which is very comparable to the focal length of the Rasa, which is at 400. So no, it is on it. I have not purchased it yet. It's coming though. I got everything squared away. So I'm looking forward to, going through, making that final decision. But like I said, I think I am leaning towards the 69, the HAE 69 EC. So I just need to figure out how it does with encoders, as far as ASIR. That's not gonna make or break the choice. It's just, I'm just gonna maybe just move to Nina full time, but we'll see how it goes. And right now with that, I'm working on the Dark Shark. It was crazy. It's like sometimes with these sub 1,000 mounts, under 1,000 mounts, me and Dan were just chatting about this. They can act great one day and the next day something goofy and it goes. But so I have the AVX out there. I had the AVX out there, and for the first night, it was like maybe a couple nights ago, I was imaging and guiding was really well, had no problems. Yesterday, tried it again, and it was seriously, the guiding was all over the place, the slewing, I power cycled, restarted everything back from scratch, and it was a pain in the butt. And so we'll see what happens. I think I might have another opportunity tomorrow to go after and get some data, but we'll see. Right now, but I do have some. It's just not as much as I need or want with my Bordeaux 5/6 guys. Yeah, Norm. It just, maybe sometimes it's just hit or miss. It just depends. And right now, this was my first mount that I got for astrophotography. So I've had it now close to 5, maybe 6 years. And it's one of those things. So sorry if you see me leaning over and checking out, I'm actually taking a look at our chat. So, because I want to make sure that I am following you guys along with, just, talking out the side of my head and, just getting things going. So, you know what? I don't hate ZWO. You guys know me. I have been a ZWO user from almost the get-go. So I have no problem with ZWO, but I did have a bit, man, Dan. I'm glad it's taken care of now. So I'm not, gonna throw any shade because they've done right, but it was really surprising for those folks who saw what was going on between the AstroWorld and ZWO and all that stuff, but it's all good now. So I'm very happy to, that we've got that squared away. Need whole invite. I sent you the whole invite. I don't that was the whole thing, right? Dan, from the chat, right from the whatchamacallit, from the Zoom meeting. I am also, I'm gonna try here and see if I can. Let's see here. Not just link, I'm in Canada. I mean, if you're hanging out with Sean, do me a favor, send me Sean's email address and I will send the email, or let me try this. See if I can go this route. Okay, hold on. I was gonna send you right now. There you go. Check it out. I just sent you an email, Dan. Check your Gmail. You should be set. And hopefully that'll work. So let's go ahead and close that out. Don't need that. Save it. So I'd love to hear what all of you guys are doing as far as what you guys have been working on, especially because right now you guys know that we are in the middle of new moon week. So hopefully you guys have been out there. Hopefully you guys have had are having opportunities more better than I am to get out here and image, and would really like to know what you guys are doing. That's another thing. And Mike, you just brought up a thing that I am very curious about. I have not done it yet. Is who has done the Pix Insight updates? Because, excuse me, I have heard, especially with the exterminators, there has been some goofiness going on that things have not been going very well with some updates when it comes to blur exterminator, noise exterminator, and others that they were, really buggy. So I'd be curious to hear from you all in the viewer membership and here on YouTube and now here in the web who are hopping in on this live stream. What have you guys, how have you guys fared with any of these Pix Insight updates? Have you guys come across any problems? If you can share those briefly within the chat, love to hear about them. I can blast them out and share them here. Good to know, Mike, that your Russ Cromwell tools have been working just fine. I haven't had a chance, like I said, I haven't done anything since my last images, so I actually haven't messed around with PI in the past week or two. So nothing has been going on right now as far as me needing to do updates. As a matter of fact, I still have Pix Insight open recently. I still got my existing PI open right now because I haven't done any updates and nothing so far. And there's nothing come up that says, hey, I need to update or anything like that. I'm sure if I open and close and reopen Pix Insight, it might let me know that, hey, there's some new stuff out here, but I haven't done it yet. Hey, Phil, I too went with the CGX, and I don't know, maybe it was just my bad luck, but I had it for about a year and a half or so, maybe 2 years. And the RA was acting really, really crazy with the belt. And I just couldn't get it. And eventually I moved on from the CGX and got the SEM 60. And that had been working for me wonderfully until this recent storm that happened back in July. End of July, and now I have to make some changes with my mount. But I've used the CGX, and when I used it and when it worked for me, it worked great. It really did. But it was it was just those few things that, just me. And it could have been just, a ID10T thing or just issue between, keyboard and chair, so it could have been a total user error thing. And that's why I went with the SEM 60. And for me, it was going really, really well. I'm not getting rid of the AVX. Honestly, I've had it for so long. I don't see a need, at least right now, for me to get rid of the AVX. At least not yet, because I still use it indoors, for work here, just to get things done around inside, doing my collimations, my calibration frames, all of that stuff. So I don't see myself getting rid of this mount for any reason for any time soon, because whatever mount I do end up getting in the future, it's going to be outside on the pier and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I would like to, who has used the SEM 70, which is basically that more modern, or the update to the SEM 60. I've heard good things, I've heard bad things. I've heard people say it's they've had issues with it, or it's not as been solid as the 60 was. Other people have had no problem with it. So I mean, it is beefier, that's for sure. You're getting that extra 10 pounds of payload, which is another reason why I'm looking to go towards the HAE 69, is because it's basically the 70, but it's strain wave, it's harmonic. So Jay Plonko, you say you keep your AVX for solar. Okay, that's awesome. Do you use a Quark? Are you using a Quark with that? Because I've also been interested in doing something with solar, using my FLT 91, and maybe look at a Quark with I believe it the Chromosphere is the better one. Let me know which one it would be, because is it the Chromosphere where you can get prominences as well as the Chromosphere, and it does really, really well. So that's one thing that I have heard. So I would really like to maybe at some point get a Quark and try that out. Yeah, thanks, Chromosphere. Awesome, guys. Appreciate that. If it takes a little while for me to respond back to you, I believe there is like a 20-second delay between YouTube and the Zoom that I'm doing. So the live and getting things out to you guys, I think there's a brief delay. So, and then me just to hear back from everything. Yeah, so the Chromosphere is the one, but I also want to get just a simple white filter, and I'm going to go onto AstroWorld telescope, grab a simple white filter, especially for the upcoming eclipses, because that's really all you need is to do that and go that route. So I think with the FLT 91, I would be able to do just fine. I'm just looking at, there were several other cameras that have come out recently. One was for Player One, and if I go to Player One here, I'll be able to pop in and say which one that is. That was also very interesting to me that I want to check out, and it's considered a solar camera. It is the Apollo M Max Pro. It is a cooled camera. It is the IMX 432 monochrome. It's the 9 micron pixel size sensor, and I think that would be really, really great for something like a Schmidt-Cassegrain with that, large pixels, big sensor, But the question is, and is I'm trying to figure out is this something that I can use not only for, and I should be able to use it not only just for solar, but just also for day to day, just for deep sky imaging as well. And that's the one that if I can, because it is a cooled camera, that way if I can use it for deep sky and utilizing that large sensor with the Schmidt-Cassegrain, with the Edge 8 to go outside, then I can do deep sky in the evening and then do solar in the day when necessary, things like that. That's the only reason I would look at it, and I'm considering it, is because I think having these larger pixels, this larger sensor, it's ideal for when you're dealing with long focal length. So I don't think I would have any issue using it for deep sky objects. But I mean, I would love to get your guys' thoughts, your opinions, things like that, and let me know. Okay, so you already bought the IMX 432 non-cool before they made the cool version. Yeah, Norm, I mean, if I'm going to be out in the sun, yeah, for sure, it may make sense to have it cooled. I do like that it's an actual cooled camera versus the add-on, the add-on that you can connect to the Player One. I think it's called the active cooling module or something like that, where I'd be concerned with the vibration, if there would be any type of serious vibration that would cause that. That would be the only thing. Now, you're right, Eric, but I think the sensor size may be too small for long focal length. Let's double check. We'll double check that here, Mark, because I don't know if you want to go over to what is it, astronomy.tools, whatever, because I would figure the larger pixel size, being a 9 micron, that would be what I want to utilize for something like this long focal length Schmidt-Cassegrain, because that way I don't have to bend. Because with say the 2600 or the 533, since they are much smaller, I think they're like 3.76, I would have to bend 2x2 at least to get to close to 7 microns. At least this way, having 9 micron versus that 7 micron by bending 2x2, I think I would be okay. But let's see what you guys, I'm bouncing back and forth and seeing what you guys were thinking. There is this 585 that there's a cooled 585 that Player One did bring out that was also very, very interesting. The QHY 1920, Mark. Let me know how large, what's the size per pixel? How many microns is the pixels per pixel? So cool. Thanks, Kevin. As soon as I get a chance, I will take a look at Discord. Don't forget, we are on desk. We've got our Discord server, we've got our Discord channel. Definitely hop in and chat with us in Discord. Right now, I'm live, so I can't do a Discord right now, really. But holy cow, 12 micron. That's nice. That's big. That's good. And for you, Mark, having that CDK, that is really going to be really good for you, for sure, because you got a lot of focal length to deal with, and having that large pixel size, those large pixels in that sensor that's going to be awesome for you. And maybe it for me, it's just for me because I'm using the 8. It may be the 8 and the 9.25. That 9 micron pixel size may be good for me. And 12 definitely for your CDK. Yeah, heck yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I know, Chris. I know I'm crazy, but how was Oppenheimer? I'd love to hear. I haven't seen it. I've heard really good things. I was debating to go see that or go with my daughter to go see the Barbie movie, which I heard was really good, surprisingly good, but I'm definitely going to go see Oppenheimer. But I just haven't had a chance to yet. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I am on a staycation right now, so what the hell? I may go and just go check it out. I heard Oppenheimer was really, really good. So, and I like those more true to life or based off of actual events or the true kind of quote true story type or quote unquote like true / fiction type movies, things that have at least a little bit of grain of truth to them, and to have some sort of truthful background to them. I really enjoy those types of movies. Thanks, Chris. Good to know. Boom. The bomb goes off. That's good. That's awesome. Thank you. And I believe they dropped 2 A-bombs. So then I think they both went off. So awesome. The casting looks really good. Yeah, the casting looks really good. Christopher Nolan I know we're going off the rails here a little bit, but Chris Nolan is an awesome director. So don't know if Dan's hopped in yet or if he's still dealing or if he's going to plan on hopping in or anything like that. If Barbie built the bomb, would it have been pink? Yes. Yes. And it had smiley faces and pretty pink, and flowers and all of that stuff. It would have been her dream bomb. It'd have been the Barbie dream atomic bomb. Bought a new Mac, so got 3 months of Apple TV free. Yes, Foundation. I have got to get back up and on Foundation and check. I saw the first season. Have they come out with season 2 yet? Let me know, guys. But I've got to maybe restart Apple TV again because I loved the first season of Foundation. It was so good. And I know that's one of Dan's favorites. His favorite novel series, one of them. I enjoyed, reading the books, at least the 2 that I read. But yeah, absolutely. So season 2 is not out yet. So, okay, cool. So I haven't missed it so I haven't missed anything yet. Another movie, not movie, but series that I saw that I really enjoyed. What was it? The one with Jason Momoa. That was an awesome one too. I love that. I love that series as well. Those were really, really cool. But but after that, my Apple TV subscription, I stopped, the free trial and everything. So I haven't caught up or had a chance to see anything yet. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I would absolutely wouldn't doubt that the show would go totally off the rails from the books. I mean, as soon as you get, as soon as these companies, TV producers or movie producers, what have you, production companies, they get a hold of a book and they want to adapt it, they go stupid. I mean, Look at Game of Thrones. So I'll be there. You go, right there. Some of it is just A Sphere 59, will we be using an OAG or a guide scope on the upgrade? And if so, what kind? Sorry, I must have missed that. You guys must have been talking about somebody getting an upgrade of a yeah, Peter Jackson's he was pretty darn close with the Tolkien books. So for sure. I did appreciate, what Peter Jackson did, that's for sure. George, I'm on season 5 of Babylon 5. I hear they're doing a reboot of it. I would watch it. No doubt. I would watch it for sure. Matter of fact, I have been the past, couple of days, I got on this BSG 2004 kick. So I've been watching Battlestar Galactica, the 2004. I did the mini series, and now I just did the last 3 episodes. Just because I got a kick and something just said, ooh, I'm not doing anything this week. What should I stream or what should I binge? And I was like, Battlestar Galactica, old 78 or 2004. I was like, 2004. So, yes, if they're bringing back SG1, I'm all over it. I would. That's another one I should maybe stream and binge for a little bit too, is SG1. So I absolutely love BSG. Loved it when I was a kid, back in the late 70s. Loved it when they rebooted it, in 2004 with the mini series and the whole 4 series. I wish it would have been able to kept going beyond just those 4 seasons. But it is what it is. Just like the original 78 didn't last very long. Same thing with the 2004 4 seasons. But I do appreciate, they brought back like Robert Hatch. They brought back like the original, Apollo. And did they bring back the original Starbuck? I want to say they did, but I can't recall. But yeah. You know what? Somebody keeps telling me that I should check out The Expanse. I have not seen The Expanse, not at all. And you guys know, I'm just talking right now. I'm a sci-fi nut, but I have not seen The Expanse at all. I really, really should check out The Expanse. If it's that good, Starlancer, that you're trying to decide between Galactica and Expanse, then I really should check it out. Okay. Nice. All right. I'll take your guys' word for it. Awesome. I would definitely take you guys' word for it. So getting back to a little bit of imaging and AP. Let me see if I'm going to disconnect it real quick. I'm going to blur out here. Let me see something here. I'm still here, guys. Don't worry. I'm just grabbing something here. Apologies. Just wanted to check this out and bring this over. All right. Yep, I'm free. All right, cool. Got to be very careful. All right, so here's the Asado. If you guys can see through the blur. I'm just going to kill the blur here. You guys have seen my place. So let me. There we go. That's better. Yeah. So here it is. There's the Asado on it. I still have the EAF on there. Don't see a reason, at least right now, to take it off. I may just use it just initially with the hand controller just to get maybe some initial setup before I lock things down and then move on to the Asato. So, but yeah, I'm really excited for it. And as I mentioned in my video, the one bummer about this and the only gripe that I really have is that you have to buy the camera adapter separately, which is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. And it's not cheap. It's like $125. But in the grand scheme of things, oh God, scrolling. Yeah, I am so embarrassed for my guys right now. I'm so embarrassed for this team. It's almost like I want to take this stuff down. I'm just like, oh my God, it's a dumpster fire over there in the South Side. It's a total dumpster fire. But no, this is a 70 millimeter actually guide scope that I've got on here. So so yeah, this is a 70 mil with the 290 on here. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, the whole Black Sox thing and the whole thing, but it's just a darn shame. I mean, well, I can say this, at least I was able to, in my lifetime, see them win one World Series. I saw them win in 2005. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the only bummer about this is that it's so, it's pricey. I mean, $125 for the camera adapter. And you can get either, I think it's the M56 or 54, 56, the M48, which is what I ordered, and the and an M42. Right now, honestly, yeah, I don't plan on, I've got an OAG. I have the OAG, but I've had success on and off with it. And right now it's working very well without it. So no, it did. It took out it took out the mount, so it didn't take out, really everything else, but it did take out the mount. But so yeah. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, 54, 58, and 42. So yeah. And see with this one, this is the OAG-L. So you can see here it's got the, if I can get my finger out, it's got the slightly larger prism. You can see that. So it's like the 12 mil prism. So yeah, this is the Celestron aluminum dew shield. The aluminum dew shield, because I have the dew heater ring inside, and it has a nice, cable management or cable route, so I can feed the dew heater cable out there, and boom. Yeah, no, this is actually, and it's kind of crappy that they went out of business, but it is what it is. But yeah, this is a Parkley handle. So I just simply take it off. It's a D style, so Los Mandy, and so I can just pop it on there. No, it does. It fits really tight. I mean, I've got the top orange rail here, so it can go slide right on, and it locks in. Move it up here a little bit so I can grip it and tighten it, and that sucker's not coming off. So no, it's good. It's really good. Yeah, it's too bad they're no longer in business, but I want to say maybe ADM might have them. I'm not 100%, but ADM might. If they're not, they may come up with it. But yeah, I think they may have a handle. Yeah, you're right, Mark. I thought they do have handles. Yeah, no, the Dew Shield, no. It's solid. I like the Dew Shield. What's the scope? This is an Edge 8, Edge HD 8. So 8-inch Schmidt Cassegrain. So yeah, and it's with the Celestron aluminum Dew Shield. So I actually put some gaffer's tape to try to deal with light leaks and put that around it. So pretty good. Yeah, with this OAG, yeah, it's got, this is the 174 here. I don't know if you can see that it's focused, but yeah, this is the 174 on this guy. You got to go with a large sensor. And Chris, you won't, I don't think you'll go wrong with it. Seriously. That's but if I do end up going, because like I said, with the Asato here, I may very well end up keeping the Dew Shield because there's no reason to get rid of it. But I may get the Giotto. I want to say that's what it is. The flat panel for from Prima Luce Lab as well, the Giotto, and just mount it in the front here and just tighten it onto the front of the Dew Shield. And then when I need it, use it. And then when I don't need it, simply just unscrew it and take it off and set it aside. Thanks, George. Thanks for confirming. Yeah, the Giotto. I should remember that, especially after Dan, you know, with his freaking German candy bar, Giotto or whatever it is. But no, I agree. ADM makes some great stuff. They really, really do. I've got a few things around here that I purchased from ADM, and it's always been rocks. He's always been rock solid. Excuse me. Bought Dan's Spica Flat. It's awesome. I've got the old school Spica Flat, guys, and it still works really well, but who knows? That's another unfortunate, casualty of business that they're no longer, in operation as well as the Spica Flat company. Yeah, I'm not going to get the Alto, especially with this guy, because I've got this Dew Shield here. I mean, I would need some sort of insane dovetail, almost like how Dan ended up getting it. It doesn't make any sense. So I would just simply just put the Giotto, mount it right, put it right into the front of this guy. I'll just slide this over here a little bit. I'll just put it, in place of this and go that route. Spica Flat is great, but it's too small for the CDK. It's great for the Edge 11. Do you still have the Edge 11 there, Mark? Are you even using it much anymore? Because now with the CDK, I figure you would use that probably more heavily than you would use the Edge 11. But I mean, let me know. I'm just curious. That's all. I'm not at any point just yet. I just need to get a new mount, and after that, it is what it is. But because I'm not going to be able to buy anything else, probably, at least for a little while. And when I say a little while, it's probably a little while. Next to when my wife gives me my next $50 allowance to buy Astro gear. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have, yeah, that's what I was asking, because I knew you thought you still had it, but you just haven't really used it since you've got the CDK. Now, do you have the 14-inch CDK or is it the 17? Let me know. Oh, you said right there earlier, you purchased it for your 14-inch. Okay. So CDK 14. Now, because I've seen, some of these images you've kicked out with that CDK have been really, really nice. So congrats on getting that. That's awesome. Have you had much trouble as far as collimation? Do you have to do just one mirror, or do you have to, or do you have to do both mirrors as well as the focuser? Curious about that, so let me know. Yep. Let's see here. I wanted to check something out here. Just a sec, guys. Sorry, I'm just messaging Dan here really quick because he was asking for the link and then he hasn't shown up. So I'm just curious if he's even going to show up or not. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know, Mark. Thank you. So only the secondary. So it's very similar to the Schmidt. So you only have to deal with the with that. Now, are you using are you just basically using, a star test to do your collimation and everything, or are you using anything like an OCal or any other type of collimation tool to do your collimation, or is it just, just like you would with a Schmidt? Dan has been eating those ketchup flavored chips again. Yeah, I think Sean's got him tied down, shoving them in his mouth. Like, you will eat these ketchup flavored chips. Oh man. Too much fun. Too funny. So, Mark, what other are you using? I'm assuming you're using an off-axis guider for your CDK. That would only make sense. We have having a 14-inch telescope, a 14-inch aperture, millimeter or 14-inch aperture telescope, that you would use some sort of a off-axis guider. Norm, I've got a good friend who has a 14-inch plane wave. That thing is a work of art. No kidding. I would not doubt it. Would not doubt it. Sure, that thing is a beast. And is that are the 17s, are those truss tube, or are those also solid tube? Out of curiosity. Just curious on that. So okay, so you're using OAG and also have the 0.66 reducer that knocks it to F. Oh, nice. Makes it even faster. Okay. So 14-inch and upper truss. Okay. That's one thing. And for those that have followed me or been on the show really for quite a while, you guys remember how I was thinking back and forth so much about the Ricci Creations, and why ultimately I went with this guy here is because of the collimation concerns I have with the Ricci Creations, because you've got three parts you have to collimate, and not, not knocking whatever, what you're having to deal with, Dave, because believe me, I get it. Because if I'm not mistaken, you have to do the primary, the secondary, and the focuser, if I'm not mistaken. So let me know. And that was the thing that kind of turned me off on them. But had an RC10 before are these CDKs, they have the spider veins in them, don't they? What? All right, I'm gonna send it to you again, Dan, because I sent it to you. I know I sent it, but I will send it again here. Maybe I didn't send it. Whoopsie. I honestly thought I sent it. And so that's my bad. So I will resend it. Let me go here. And we go right here in my default email. Okay, there's that way. And that way. All right, I sent them to you via email and through Messenger. They're then, so you should have both of them.
Hello?
Hey, I hear you.
You can't see me?
Hold on. Let's see here. There you are. You're in the dark.
I'm in the dark. Hold on a second. Let me see. Well, we missed Sean. So Sean left already.
Sean left already. Okay.
But I'm traveling around in bare feet here, and Ron's taking a picture, so I don't want to go in there right now.
Okay.
So
yeah, now it's pitch black. I can see absolutely nothing.
Well, I'll go into the light.
I don't know, guys. Let me know if you guys can see Dan.
Now you can see me.
Okay, it's like you're in a garage or something.
Yeah, I'm in Ron's garage.
Okay.
So how's it working?
So far, it's not too bad. It's a little sketchy, but it's probably because you were moving around so much.
No. I mean the show. How's it working?
Oh, the show's good. I think that everybody's able to see you. I mean, Kevin just said, "Yep." Okay, they're able to see you, so you can say, "Hey."
So you got the shirt. So
yeah, your hypotenuse, your A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Yeah, see, it says number 1, find X, and I circled X. It says, "Duh, it's right here." So I'm gonna try and get Ron out here in a minute. He's collimating something right now, I think.
Okay.
He's actually collimating his teeth. He's actually taking a picture of the ring nebula.
Okay. Yeah, you're coming in and going because I think because you're walking around,
How's this? I'll just stay here. How's that?
Yeah, now I can see you. Now you're like in the dark. There you are. Yep, we knew you were probably drinking, so it's all good.
Gotta do it. I've been drinking these IPAs. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Chris,
so
Dan,
what you been-
Chris was asking, where's Dan at? He is in Canada. He is in Ontario.
Yeah, I am in Guelph, Ontario with I just had dinner with Ron and his wife and Trish, Sean Nielsen and Trish, his wife. So
Okay.
so we had a nice dinner over here tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna go to the Starfest in what is it? Mount Forest, Ontario.
Yep.
And then from 2 to 5, and I can't do this live, unfortunately, but I'll be going to what's called the Bat Cave,
The Bat Cave.
and that's code word for Sky Shed Pod kind of
Okay.
touring.
So
So
you're gonna get
we're
a
gonna
chance
be-
to go to catch up with Wayne.
Yeah, we'll be with Wayne a little bit. I can't take any pictures there, so
Sure,
there's
of
some
course not.
proprietary stuff there.
Yep, of course not.
So but then we'll be at Starfest early tomorrow, just to hang out, play some music and chill for a little bit, because it looks like the sky is not gonna work out tomorrow night.
Okay.
But Friday and Saturday looks decent. So I mean,
Good.
we're hoping for that. Right now I'm standing outside of Ron's garage right now, and I see the Big Dipper right in front of me. I see
Okay.
the North Star to my right. I see Arcturus to my left. And let's see what's the dimmest thing I can kind of see. I could see how many little dipper stars. I could see, even with the light on here, I could see 1, 2, 3, 4. I could see 4 little dipper stars.
Gotcha.
Again, you some triangle right above us, pretty much, and it's really not a light dome to the south. So I'm guessing that's I'm guessing that's Kitchener, which is where Sean lives.
Okay.
But it's a nice place to kind of hang out.
Nice.
And I'm in shorts, so if anyone thinks that Canada's really cold, it's really not that bad. So
Thanks for sharing that. Appreciate that. Good looking out. Appreciate that.
yeah, I got to help you out a little bit, because I know how rough it is to do a show by yourself. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
it sucks not having a wingman. It does. It sucks. And you know what sucks even more is when you show up 1 minute before the show starts.
Yeah. No, I hear you, bro. I hear you.
No, man. But anyway, let me see if I can get Ron out here to say hi. Let me see.
Okay.
It might go dark a little bit, so because I got to walk to the observatory because he's out there. And Senor Ron, smile. You're being recorded. You might be in the warm room. Ron, you in here?
He talked me into a new mount yet? No, Chris, but I have decided I'm leaning towards a new Ioptron mount.
Maybe he's inside. He might be inside.
Okay.
Let me see. Maybe he snuck back inside. And not for nothing, I saw you say, I popped my cherry on.
Yeah. I am no longer a live stream virgin. I am official.
You're here. Hi.
Oh. Hey, there he is. Hey,
Hey,
Ron.
how are you?
Good.
I'm just doing some focus offsets on a big new C14 that I have mounted in the observatory.
Oh my gosh. You got a monster on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's got the big trash can on the end and everything.
Plus, I ran out of beer, so I have to go get a beer. Yeah, do you need a beer?
Sure.
We're drinking really nice IPA
Okay.
brewed down the road from me by the other guitar player in my band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't know you brewed
Yeah.
it.
Oh, so you brewed.
Oh, we were
Okay.
playing. Yeah, we were playing some music today. I brought my Rickenbacker up. We're playing some music.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Nice
pretty
little jam
cool.
session.
Yeah, so let's see if I can turn this around. Can I turn this around? I don't even know if I can. Yeah, I can. There you go. So this is Ron's little.
Okay, so he's
little
got
laptop.
Nina.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's got Nina. He's doing a focus routine.
Yep.
So he's doing all the filter offsets. And for those of you who don't know what filter offsets are, you can actually set this so, if you don't have, sometimes filters are, even though they say they're parfocal, they may be a little bit off. So
Maybe a little off. Yeah.
yeah, you could sit there and you could actually let this run through and find out what the offset is for each filter. So it'll know how many steps in between like red and green are like 100 steps apart.
Yep.
Or whatever it could be.
Yeah, so you always focus with the luminance filter. And then every time you change filters, you just automatically move it by the offset amount.
Right. So
Exactly.
luminance 0.
Yeah,
And
luminance
then
is 0 and
plus or minus
plus or
whatever the
minus.
other ones are.
Yep.
So yeah. So you're able to do that, and he's actually running it right now. So
yeah, so it's gonna just do all 7 filters 3 times and figure out all the
The average.
offsets.
Yeah.
Stick it in the table.
Yep.
And then I won't need to think about it again.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's what I love. You know what? That's one of the great things I do love about Nina is that filter offset calculator. Is that you can set it to you set to 0 and you can go through it. Usually by default, it's like 3 iterations, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then then it calculates what your offset is as far as those different steps based off of maybe an average of the 3.
Yep.
And then you have your numbers right there. So you then when you're switching over from luminance over to, say, if you're doing SHO to sulfur or hydrogen or oxygen, it'll bounce over saying, I only need to crank up maybe to 200 extra steps, either a positive or negative based off of whatever the filter
Whatever
is.
the luminance is.
Whatever that offset setting is. So it's pretty slick. Yes,
So
it's a plugin. Chris, it's a plugin called the Filter Offset Calculator.
Yeah, it's a plugin.
Yeah.
It is a plugin. It's called the Filter Offset Calculator with Nina, and it saves huge imaging time. Absolutely, it'll save huge imaging time.
Well, I'm going to throw a little monkey wrench in this whole conversation, maybe, and I'm gonna play around.
Of course, you are. You always have to.
Because I gotta be the Simon Cowell group because no one else is gonna do it. So the whole thing. Okay, so now let's talk about temperature now, right?
That's you know what Kevin just mentioned that. That was a question. What about temperature?
Oh, good. And I can't even see the chat. So like right now it's the middle of August, right? You're doing the filter offset in the middle of August.
The offsets don't change.
The offset based on temperature, they don't change at all.
No. But I mean, the focus position might change, but the
offsets don't.
The offsets don't.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right,
You're doing it based on the filter.
Big distance is affected by temperature. This tiny distance isn't.
There you go. There's the answer.
There's the answer. I've never needed to read my offsets.
See, that was that.
Kevin, I hope that answered your question there.
That those are the things that the little nuggets of jewels of information that sometimes come out of the butt of the show that so that you if you missed it, go rewind it because you just missed it.
Really elegant.
Kevin, it's the focus. Yeah, focus changes, but it's when but it's so minute,
And it's not even that. It's actually, Eric, you think about it. Even if temperature is a factor,
yes,
all the filters are in the filter wheel, so it's all going to be all the same.
Exactly.
Yes, the temps are all going to be. Yeah, the temps are all going to be the same.
If the offset is 16 steps, when you change from luminance to red, that's always going to be 16 steps
because the temperature is going to be relative. at the time of, it doesn't matter
And
because,
yeah, the 16 steps is a very small amount relative to the
Yes.
change in the length of the optics, right?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, this is running just fine. I think.
So now maybe I'll actually do an offset, maybe.
Yeah, so it's just running the green filter right now it's on its first time through.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's done luminance red. This is green. It'll do blue, then
I'll
the
do
narrow
then
band.
HOS.
Yeah, then all the narrow band.
Yep.
For the narrow band, I use the longer exposure time.
So when you do the offset for the dark filter, does that matter?
I don't.
I'm just kidding.
I don't have a dark filter.
I'm kidding. Offset of a dark filter is 0. So just so you know.
Yeah.
There are no dark.
Oh my God! Come on.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's downhill from
Some
here.
people's
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
right, Eric?
Yeah, yep, that's it. It's gone
Where's
down.
where's the off the rails button?
I know. We're actually, I'm hunting for it. Where is the off the rails? It's like, please, no, stop.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say hi.
Well, appreciate it. Okay, Mark Ellis, he's asking Ron, what focuser
Mark
do you
Ellis
have
has
on
been
your
banned from
14?
asking questions.
Yeah, what focuser are you using on your 14-inch?
Yes,
I have a Prima Luce low profile.
right?
Yeah, the 2-inch low profile Asado. 2 inches is all you need because it's 2 inches out of the back of that scope.
Yep.
So
You mean like this one?
Exactly like
Yeah,
that.
there
That's
you
the
go.
one.
yeah, so it's the 2-inch low profile Asado with the Arco rotator.
Yeah, the
As
Arco
well.
rotator.
Courtesy, thank you very much of Prima Luce Lab. They
Yep.
loaned it to me.
There you go.
So, and thank
There
you
it
to
is.
Select that day
For the C14.
yeah, for the C14.
Yeah. So let me tell you something. A couple of things with the Arco and the Asado. Just that I know, Eric, you touched it on your new video that you just put out. Just make sure that when you purchase your Asado and Arco, get the proper adapters for both sides.
Yeah,
Not only your scope side, but your camera side as well.
exactly.
Because even though that the Asado and the Arco, I believe that both M60s on the back, you've got to have the M48, 54, or 42, or whatever it is. If you have bigger than 54, you're gonna have to go to Precise Parts to get it, if I remember right. But 48, 42, and 54 from the 60, you can get right from Marucha Labs or AstroWorld telescopes.
Nice.
So
One of the things that then I'll probably get with you on is double checking, because I keep forgetting, because I'm been using the ASI Air for so much, is to refresh my memory on the calculations and getting the focus, getting this Asado set up, as far as getting the proper steps and everything like that. So I'll have to refresh my memory, and work with you a little bit on refreshing my memory on how to get it set. So when I get everything and I get the new mount and all, I can.
Yeah, that's no problem. Who gives a great video on how to figure that out was Patriot Astro.
Yeah, Chad.
Chad. And his math seems to work. So when you're sitting there, you really want to start whatever your base FWHM is, right? For a focused star. You want to start somewhere between 3 to 5 times that amount. So if your FWHM is like a 3, your highest starting point should be about 10 to 15.
Right.
Once you're past that, then you're going to get nothing.
Right.
It's going to be a flat line going across.
Right.
But we'll figure it out. I mean, right now for my Asado, and I don't know what it is for yours. Mine was about 700 steps.
I can tell you.
Oh, there you go. Oh, Ron's got the LP right here.
I just optimized mine tonight, literally. So if I go into,
write this down, Eric.
I had 15,000 steps.
15,000?
Yeah, I'm at F11.
Okay, so
remember, F11 has a very wide critical focus zone. You have to move it a lot to get a difference.
Yep.
So you might be less.
Well, he's using it on So
Yeah.
so but start with 10 or something and go from there.
Yeah.
But the thing
Okay.
about it is that the Arco has, or not the Arco, the Asado has such small steps,
It does.
Right.
Like 004, I think.
something like
Something
that.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 400,000
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
10
Point zero zero
millimeters.
four. Yeah. It's like-
Yes, it was
it's a point
crazy
zero
when I was
zero
looking
four
at it.
micron step. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but
it was crazy when I was looking at it and I was setting everything up and I was maxing out the steps, to max out the travel so I can, mount it. I think it was like up to 400,000 or something like
Yep. Sounds
that.
about
It was
right.
nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was my 3-inch Asado. I had the full blown. They didn't have the LP when I had my Asado, but it's the same thing. But let me tell you something. Your stars are gonna be so much tighter. You're gonna love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it works well.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to, is because as I said, even in my video, when you're dealing with long focal length scopes, focus is so much more, it's so critical, even more critical than, with the shorter, like refractors and everything. It's still important, of course, but when you're getting into that longer focal length, when you're over, say, 3,000, or even in my case, at 1,500 millimeter focal length and beyond, it gets crazy. It gets so much more important, to get things set up right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. No, I'm so you guys are hitting Starfest in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And how far is that away from you, Ron?
About an hour and 15-minute drive.
Okay.
And it's a nice drive. It's all country roads, really nice drive.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's supposed to be a reasonable day tomorrow. Tomorrow night might not
Yeah,
be so good,
fine,
but it should be a nice day.
We'll probably start drinking at like 1.
Okay.
Not until I'm done all my driving.
I'll start drinking at 1 and Ron will drive.
Yeah.
Are you do you have any speaking presentations or anything that you're doing, Ron? Or are you just gonna go there and have some fun?
I'm a paying customer.
There you go.
I do a lot of astronomy at home, so I tend not to do much of it at star parties. I go there to visit my friends and play music, so I'll be going up there with a couple of guitars and play my brains out for the next couple of days.
That's
Much
all
as fun.
good. That is awesome, bro. That is awesome.
I don't have an acoustic bass, but you can bring that little
Oh, there you go.
portable pea shooter.
Sure, why not?
You know,
I haven't played my bass in 4 years. The first time in 4 years I played my bass tonight.
Oh, wow.
I even have a bass if you don't want to bring your
I'll
Rickenbacker
bring
into
it.
the field.
I'll bring mine. It's okay. It'll be all right.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys will have
Yeah,
fun.
we'll-
That's the main thing, is to have fun and enjoy yourselves, and
We will.
You think?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. Let me know that. Yeah. Let me know how the Batcave is. I'm very curious to get your opinion on that when you get a chance.
There'll be no proof of anything either
Yeah,
way. So
Yeah. Well, you can either confirm nor deny, or
No.
anything.
I
But
think I could just confirm I was there.
There's
Yeah.
a sound hammer.
There you go. Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Did I finish? Yeah.
This is a
What do we got here?
this is
What do you
a
got there?
Muskoka Brewery, hazed and confused.
Hazed and
dazed and
confused.
confused.
Yeah, it's a nice IPA,
Hazed and
Nice.
confused.
a
What was
juicy
that?
IPA.
That was what's his face, right? Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dazed and confused.
What was
Okay.
what was his first thing? What was his first
I
one?
don't know.
It was like
All right.
all right.
No,
His
that was his
first
first.
words ever on
That
the
was his
screen were
first
that.
movie.
Yep, that's it.
So
That's interesting.
Isn't that nice?
It's confusing.
Citrusy.
Confusing.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to have citrus in a beer.
it
That's
works.
fine.
It works.
It works.
there you go.
They don't put citrus in it. It's from the hops.
That's from the hop.
Yeah, there's no extra ingredients.
You know. Cheers.
There
Cheers.
it is. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm on holiday. I don't know what.
Hey,
to
you
do.
know what? I don't blame you, Ron. I'm saying I'm on a staycation right now, so I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
I always take like most of the week and the weekend of Starfest off, and I put my email on. So yeah.
I am
Yeah.
out of the office.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, email, nothing like that. I ignore it all. It's just I'm done. I'm not at work. I don't want to think about work. I'll have a bunch of emails when I come back, but when I'm here, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. When I'm not, I'm not.
Exactly. So yeah, let me know when we can chat about iOptron and that HAE 69, because I think that's
I sent that email to Roger. So
Okay.
let me see what he says, and then
Yeah.
when he says, he can make a decision based on that.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. Well, I'm not going to keep you if you guys wanted to go out and jam or do whatever else.
Yeah, we don't want to hang out with you anyway. We're done with you.
We might.
Yeah, we're done with you guys.
Do some visuals.
Yeah, why not? I'm
There
already
you go.
seeing double.
Well,
The double is going to be a quadruple.
we're gonna use the 10-inch, not the 20, because I don't want to go up a ladder.
No,
I don't want you
I'll be
go
like
up
this.
a ladder.
Why is this moving? It's not supposed to move.
Yeah.
It'll be on like, what was it? You got the Stella on there? That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'll be on the ladder. I'll be like, hit the button, knocked over the ladder.
Oh,
Fun
good
in a sort
God.
of dangerous way.
Yeah, it's all right. As long as I don't break the mirror, it's all good.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Mr.
All right.
Mr. Eric. Nice
All right,
job
sir.
tonight. Looks good.
Yeah. It's been fun. I know we've got about another half hour here, and then calling it a day.
You gonna do Friday as well or no?
I might, because I got to announce who won the imaging contest.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So yeah, I might. So we'll see.
Well, depending on we may be on the field Friday night, so
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to make it, but
Right. It may be a short day. It may be a short show, guys. Just letting everybody know in advance. But we're gonna have a show. But one way or another, we may have a show. This may be an hour long instead of 2 hours, but we'll see.
Sounds good.
So, but
all right, well,
Ron, good seeing you there, sir.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
Take care, everybody.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Later.
Bye-bye.
All right, so there was Dan and Ron. So pretty awesome stuff to be able to catch up with them and hang out, see how they're doing over up in old Canada. So what else is happening here, guys? What's going on in the chat? Want to see what's happening in the chat. It's meant to be poured on the ground. Yeah, Dan was. Yeah, maybe a little. So. So let me know what you guys are working on. Let me know what you guys got going on in the chat. We can keep this thing rolling for another, few more minutes. If not, don't forget, voting is open. Go astroworldweb.com, imaging contest. Check out the the image of the week contest. You got until Friday at 9:30 Eastern to post your vote. So make your vote count. In an imaging, but if Chris's Eagle Nebula doesn't win, something's wrong. It's amazing. They're all amazing. They're all, you guys are really stepping up your imaging. But as I said, the last time, if you feel good about your image, if you're proud of what you're doing and you want to share it, put it out here. Put it out on, and put it out here for image of the week, and let others also share that experience of what you've experienced with, creating that image, and let them, vote as well. Let them have an opportunity, So, you know, because you never know. You could surprise yourself and end up being a winner for image of the week, and then can move on to image of the month and get your image out here for one of the months of the 2024 AstroWorld calendar. So yeah, share your crap too. There you go. There you go, Norm. As I said, I'm still going to work on with Dan figuring out how we can go ahead and make an additional page for critiquing that people can just drop in, and we'll put something out there. And maybe we can then take maybe a few images every week, and out of that folder, we can post them and then chat about them on Fridays during our because Fridays are set aside for us to learn, you know, newbie sessions, people who are new to astro imaging. And so we're gonna make that happen. I think it'll be something that a lot of people might appreciate, and we can, you know, keep conversations open and just be friendly, be honest, you know, but be friendly, because we all want to be able to get better. So I think we can appreciate some, you know, constructive criticism, but let's keep it clean and friendly. And there it is. Critique and destroy. Oh man. Hey Jerry. Yeah, I hope you get your CGX back. Are you there in California where you dropped it off there? Critique and destroy. That's just funny. Okay, Jerry, nice. Hey, how's it going? Just got home from vacation. Hope you had a great vacation there, sir. Turned on the stream. Awesome. I'm on the third go round with my M17. As far as your post processing there, Mark, or is your third go round just trying to capture, you know, going through capturing? Why do you want to be in San Diego? I escaped in 1980 and didn't look back. Yeah, I kind of miss Sand Dog every once in a while when I was there. It was, but I tell you though, it was crazy expensive. But I love the weather. That was the one thing I did love about San Diego, is I absolutely loved the weather. On average, you know, talking about processing, how often or how long do you guys usually put into your processing? Mark, you were saying you're doing your third go round on this. I'm usually averaging from 2 hours up till 3 days, depending on what I'm processing and stuff like that. Because you know, there's always new stuff or things that, you know, one day I'll do something and then I'll save the project, and then at overnight, something will be bugging me and I'll start thinking about it and thinking about it. And then I'll go back and I'll say, why don't I try this? I wouldn't say counting stacking. I mean, stacking is pretty much the pre-processing, stacking and integration is that. I mean, once you go through the initial, say, blink and just the image review and all of that stuff, and then you go through either WBPP or in my case, like AstroPixel processor, then it's afterward, you know. It's that moment after I get my master lights and start putting things together. Okay, so you guys live there. I was only there for a temporary, you know, so you guys have lived in San Diego. I was pretty much on base. All right. Two to 4 hours is my normal processing routine. Okay, hey, cool. Yeah, usually 2 hours, maybe 2 to 4 for me as well. But like I said, I'll save onto that project and I may go back to it again and spend a few more hours. No, I've got to update. I'll be honest with you guys. Since everything happened earlier, back in late July, I haven't done almost anything with imaging, to be perfectly honest. But I'll get back into it, and I will do it. I'll probably end up doing a lot of updating. Now, is it a worthless piece of paper because it came from San Diego State? Just curious. Hey, Norm, you just missed out. We was talking to Ron, so definitely catch up with either Sean or Ron, and or just go on to mastersofpixinsight.com and start signing up or purchase some of their videos. They're very easy to follow and everything, and they have data already included that you can practice on. So something to think about. Never know. Yes, they do. They do private lessons, and they're very good at what they do. So definitely something to think about if you are interested in PixInsight and using PixInsight, but you're not necessarily pleased with your outcomes, or if you just want to take your pre and post processing, your entire processing to the next level, consider reaching out to Sean or Ron and definitely give it a go. StarNet is not compatible with the new PixInsight. See, news to me on this one, guys. No longer supported. Okay, no longer supported. Interesting. Oh well. Maybe they'll bring out something new, or you know what? You've got Star Exterminator now, so do you really need StarNet when you've got Star Exterminator? But yeah, you got to spend money on Star Exterminator. So it just is what it is. StarNet 2. Okay, is StarNet 2 still available, or is it just StarNet? ED processing suite is gone too. Quite a few changes. Russell Croman's tools is the way. Yes. Do you know the way? I know the way. Dark Archon shut it down. Yes, APP does have star removal, and it's definite hit or miss. I do appreciate the, what Mabula's been doing. And that was one of the really cool things that I thought was really cool was the star removal, and even, with the halo reduction and star reduction. But it is hit or miss. I don't think Charity. I hadn't seen Charity on tonight's show. So hopefully, maybe she didn't. Maybe she's doing. I'm sure. Hopefully, she's doing well. But Star Similar works great on Affinity Photo 2 as well. Yeah, Dark Archon stuff was good. Yeah, until Russ. Hey. So RC Astro hit the scene. He has been a game changer. That is for sure. His stuff has been awesome. I have done post-processing with APP. And again, one thing that I did enjoy with it was, especially with me, was learning was the RGB combined, doing narrowband, very similar to like what you would do with Pixel Math and within PixInsight to blend and to do that kind of faux Hubble palette when I was using one-shot color cameras and doing that. Very good stuff. I learned a lot from it, still learning quite a bit from it, but I can't wait for the new version that Mabula Havercamp is coming out with, and should be a lot of fun. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Let's count the Belk show for a giveaway. Trust me, you don't want it. But all right, guys. Probably gonna start wrapping up here. And thank you everybody for your continued support for the show, and even for me with my first live stream and first going solo on AstroWorld TV. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the support and love. Like I said, when I was talking to Dan and Ron, probably gonna have an abbreviated show on Friday, maybe only an hour. Going to catch up with everybody and give you guys some updates on what's going on, like with my stuff, with the Schmidt here, with the Asado, the mount, all that stuff. That's all been some good stuff. But definitely it's probably going to be a more abbreviated show. We're definitely going to have image of the week announcement. So looking forward to that because there were some awesome images out there. So for sure, don't forget to go and check out those images. We've got 5 of them, I believe, on the image of the week page. So cast your vote. Voting is open now until 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And then I will make the announcement. Most likely what I will probably do is kick the show off there at 9:30, catch up with everybody, and then rather at 9 have the show, and then it'll probably run there until 10 o'clock Eastern. So that way we can all just catch up, and then I can make the announcement of who the winner is there at 9:30 and see whatever else is going on, and hang out, and we'll just catch up and hopefully everybody, we can kick off a great weekend. So thanks, everybody. Really, really appreciate it. It's been an awesome experience doing this for the first time solo. But yeah, definitely need to have my wingman back. And I'm sure he can say the same when he's doing a solo show. It's awesome doing this stuff, but nothing like, when you have your partner in crime doing it with you. So pretty cool. So, all right, guys. Again, thank you all for joining. Check out the replay, and if you want to do any recaps or anything like that. But again, I'm signing off. But again, for AstroWorld, this is Eroc. So as Dan always says, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we will see you guys Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern, and make the announcement for Image of the Week. So take care, guys. Have a great rest of your night.